Hi guys, it's Erin, and I'm here for my monthly what I colored in blank month. And it was June, so this is what I colored in June. And June is actually my birthday month too, so I did get some stuff done. I turned 36 on the 24th, so that's cool. But I spent a lot of time in pain, so I didn't get as much done as I normally would like to. But, I mean, there's only so much I can do. I prioritize my streams just because, that's kind of my job. So I have to prioritize that over this kind of stuff, and that means sometimes saving my hands to be able to do one thing over another. But I did get 5 things colored. 5 or 6. Something like that. I think it might have been 6. But this is the first thing I got colored. I have the Adorable Aliens coloring special, but I scanned the cover so that I could reprint the pages because I wanted to do it on good paper instead of the book paper. So this is the picture that I colored, and apparently my dog has to drink water right now. Do you have to? You could just lay down and be good. That would be great. So I colored this with Copic markers. Actually, no, I think this is on the paper. This is on the magazine paper. I just cut it out. So, yeah. It's hard to remember because it's like a whole 30 days and my brain's like, what happened? I don't know. I don't pay a whole lot of attention to coloring. It's kind of the time when I can turn off my brain instead of having to think and be on and be kind of, personable and whatnot. As personable as I get, I suppose. Personable enough to watch, anyway. And so this is the first one I did. I really like how the water slash slime slash whatever it is came out. This was really fun. I really like this issue. I think this is one of the few issues that I really enjoy. I don't like the Momo girls and those issues kind of like that. So I found this one really interesting and different. So I was very excited to be able to pick it up myself. And I wanted to make sure I colored in it as soon as possible. And the next one that I did was from the Jurassic World book. So I don't know why I picked this picture originally. Like, it just kind of, it said, my brain was like, yeah, let's do this one first. It seems easy. And then I got everything else done but the dinosaurs, and I was really kind of like, well, how am I going to do those dinosaurs? So that was a bit of an issue. But I think it came out pretty darn well. And, I like the texture of them. I like the shading on them and everything. So that was fun to do. And I like making things movie realistic, so I made sure that as much matched as I could. This Triceratops actually in the back doesn't have anybody riding him in the movie, so I kind of had to guess for the little boy back there. And then I don't think I matched their clothes just because I didn't feel like it. But this is colored in Copic marker and polychromos. So, yeah. And I like how their eyes came out. I don't think that's actually the color of their eyes, but I like how their eyes came out. So, yeah, that's that book. And I had that as a work in progress for a little while, so I was glad to finish that off. And the third one that I got done is from my Witcher book. So, my Witcher book. This is the 13th or 14th page. I think it's the 13th page. And if you're a fan of the show Gravity Falls, you know that Summerween is when the town basically celebrates Halloween in summer because they like it that much. And so I thought, for a Summerween kind of spooky kind of a thing, I would do this page from The Witcher, which is the vampire Dettlaff and his various forms. For some reason, they made like the mist form that he has be shaped like bats. It's not actually shaped like bats, so yeah. And this is the city in the background. He at one point he ends up setting the city on fire, and so I have a photo that looks vaguely like that. I'm still learning shadows most of the time, so the idea is that this is actually a white city that is being cast with light on it. So yeah, I kind of got it. I don't know. I'm learning. It happens, But I like how he came out, and I like how the mist came out and everything. And this is done in Copic markers and polychromos, which is pretty much what I use as much as I can. So yeah, and then I'm coloring my new page. So that's the one I'm working in right now. The one that I colored after that will have to be a picture at the end of this video like I usually do, because I do not own it anymore. It's going to live in another person's house. So yeah. This one didn't get a flag. I don't know why. So one of the things that I did with my revenue from my streaming channel was I bought myself 2 coloring books. This is one of them. It's called Coloring Book of Flowers and Sweet Girls. And so we colored this one on a live stream. We colored most of the, ugly stuff, frankly. There's always an ugly stage, as I call it, where the picture gets really, really gross as you're putting sort of the undercoating and the wash of color and everything. And then it starts to get pretty as you add the details. And I didn't get a chance to add too many details on stream, which you can see the video here on the channel. But this is how it finished off. And I made her wings, they are purple underneath, but then I added sparkly on top so that they actually have shading and depth and, you know, actually look good. And then they're sparkling instead of just adding like stickles or something where it kind of washes away any detail. I used a glitter gel pen instead. And so yeah, I worked a lot on these red currant berries, I think is what they are, considering she's the red currant girl from this book. So yeah, we had a lot of fun doing that, and I have a special place in my heart for girls with black hair and purple eyes, so that's what we went with. And the very last one is a whip that I had for a very long time, and I'm mostly happy with this one. It's very glittery. I glittered it up as well as, you know, the other one. It looks a lot better when you can glitter it up, I think, or when you can move it around and you can see the glitter on it. But I actually reprinted this from the book itself, and that's because the book itself had kind of crappy paper, which I find very common in Asian printed books. I don't know why. They just, the paper's just not always great. And I wanted to use Copic markers, so I figured I would do that. So I just reprinted it, and so obviously it's a little smaller because I don't have a 10 by 10 printer. But the point is, I got to color it in Copic markers, and I had most of it finished. All of the little things was what I kept getting stuck coloring and what I wanted to color them. And then I finally got to the point where it's like, it really doesn't matter, just color it. So that's pretty much how I got it finished off. So I finished this one yesterday. So that is a total of 6 things I colored, I think. Yeah. And you'll see the pictures in a moment. But I want to thank you all very much for watching. This was my June. And I'll see you again for July, and give us a thumbs up if you liked it, a thumbs down if you didn't, and I will see you next month. Alright, goodbye everybody.